All right, can someone please explain what the heck is going on in Washington? Because man, it's chaos out there. Veterans are losing ground, a defensive legends in the front office's crosshairs, and a huge name in the offense might be walking into that locker room any day now. The question's simple. Is this front office about to build a championship squad or blow the whole team up from the inside? We're diving into all of it today. No holds barred, with fire in our veins. Drop it in the comments. Do you trust what's cooking this offseason? Or are they messing with our dreams? Let's get into it because this is going to be a wild ride. When a player has the best season of their career, you think their spot on the roster is locked, right? Wrong. At least in Washington. What's going down with a certain veteran cornerback is straight up soap opera material. Noah Igbinoghene, former first-round pick, had a rock-solid 2024. We're talking 55 tackles, 7 passes defended, and a constant presence in big games. Yet somehow, his name's all over the rumor mill as the top candidate to be traded or cut this summer. And if you think that's wild, hold up. The reason as a name, a face, and some serious hype. Trey Amos. This kid came out of college with buzz and got snagged in the second round by the Commanders, even with a back injury that scared off some teams. But not Dan Quinn and Joe Witt Jr., who saw a golden opportunity. Here's where it gets messy. Amos plays outside, just like Marshawn Lattimore. That pushes Mike Sainristil, another second rounder, already a stud in the secondary, back to the slot. And guess who was holding down the slot in 2024? Yup. Igbinoghene. It's not just about talent. It's about space. It's about fitting the system. It's about draft picks that put pressure on the vets. Even though Igbinoghene had his best stretch yet, he only started one of the last 4 regular season games. And despite balling out in the playoffs, his spot's a minefield now. The front office thinks they can cash in while his value's high. Sterling Z from Pro Football Sports Network said it best. Igbinoghene is the Commanders' top trade asset right now. And honestly, it's hard to argue. He's still got pedigree, he's young, and he's got enough tape from last season to tempt teams desperate for slot help. But here's the twist that could change everything: health. Trey Amos, the rookie sparking this chain reaction, has a recent back injury history. It wasn't bad enough to knock him off the draft board, but it raised red flags for some teams, per ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. So if Amos isn't 100% in training camp, and if Sainristil stays steady in the slot, Igbinoghene might just hang on for another season. And if that happens, folks, this Commanders defense is gonna be loaded. So here's the question. Is it really worth ditching a vet who's proven himself for a rookie still rehabbing? Or would it be smarter to keep depth at a critical position, especially for a team eyeing a Super Bowl run? And hold on tight, because what's coming next could totally reshape this defense's identity. Some names just hit different. You hear them and you feel the weight. Justin Simmons is one of those names. And if the Commanders front office has the guts, the vision, and the hunger for a title, this is the guy who has to be in that locker room before the season kicks off. Period. Sure, Simmons is 31, but plenty of vets are still balling out past 30. What he brings goes beyond stats. It's leadership, it's game IQ, it's ice in his veins when the pressure's on. Let's be real. The Commanders' defense was good in 2024, but it's not elite yet. And if we want to get to the Super Bowl and win, we need a guy like this in the mix. Look at the situation, and it's a no-brainer. The Denver Broncos are flirting with bringing him back, but nothing's set in stone. Meanwhile, Washington's got a defensive scheme ready-made for a safety like Simmons. Joe Witt Jr., our defensive coordinator, has worked with similar concepts, and Simmons would slide in like he was born for it. This isn't a gamble. It's a near-perfect fit. Picture this. Simmons joins the roster and instantly levels up. The secondary. He's not here to steal anyone's job, but to raise everyone's game. Will Harris could grow next to him. The rookies get a real mentor. And in the locker room, when things get tight, Simmons is the one stepping up. If you've seen him play, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, and there's more. A move like this sends a loud message. Washington isn't here for endless rebuilding. We're done with that. It's time to lock in. To do that, you blend youth with experience. Jaden Daniels is the future, but the future needs armor now. Simmons is that armor for the defense. And don't come at me with he's not in his physical prime. Of course he's not. But you trade a bit of burst for field smarts and clutch play in a heartbeat. You think an opposing offense is going to be more scared of a promising rookie or a guy who's seen it all and reads plays like a chess grandmaster? So here's the question. Would you rather bank on a long-term project or bring in a proven leader for that final push to the Super Bowl? And that's not even the wildest part of the day, because what's brewing for the Commanders offense is going to have fans losing their minds. If you thought the Commanders offense was already set, with Jaden Daniels running the show, Deebo Samuel stretching the field, and a beefed up O-line, buckle up, because the name floating around the rumor mill could completely change how this team attacks in 2025. And it's a big one. Experienced, stone cold on short routes. Yup, we're talking Keenan Allen. The vet's a free agent, and at 33, he's still got plenty of juice to swing games. You know that reliable target on third down. The guy who doesn't shy away in the red zone. Who knows exactly where to be when it matters? That's him. And the best part? He doesn't need to be the number one here. He'd round out a trio that on paper could be one of the scariest in the league. Just imagine McLaurin going deep, Deebo breaking tackles post-catch, and Allen running the show underneath, carving up zones, finding soft spots, and giving our QB a security blanket. That's what we're talking about. And in an offense led by Cliff Kingsbury, who loves variety and spreading the field, Allen's like an elite chess piece. Some fans might say he's past his prime, and I'll hit you with facts. In 2024, stuck in a messy Bears offense, he still had 68 catches, over 750 yards, and 5 touchdowns. That's in a broken system. Now picture him in a title-contending offense built to dominate. It's not just about raw numbers, it's about context. And Allen's the kind of producer who shows up when it counts. Plus, KJ Osborne's departure left a gap in the rotation, and Zach Ertz's status is still up in the air. The Commanders' offense needs stability in the middle of the field. 4th-round rookie Jalen Lane's got potential, but he needs time. You can't pile everything on young guys. Someone's got to be the steady hand connecting Daniels to the short game. Someone who knows what they're doing from snap to finish. And here's the kicker. Allen's presence raises the bar for the entire receiving corps. The youngsters learn from him. The vets feel the heat. The whole offense gets sharper, more focused, 18 focused. And that's not just on the field, it's in the locker room too. So I ask you, is this the move to solidify the most exciting offense we've had in over a decade? Or are we betting too big on a vet who might not have the burst anymore? Because if Keenan Allen signs with Washington, no one's going to say this offense isn't ready to roll. This team already did damage in 2024, but with names like Simmons and Allen in play and a defense getting nastier by the day, just imagine what's possible. The Commanders front office is making it clear, rebuilding's over. It's win or bust. Now, this roster's the most promising we've had since 2019, so what do you think, fans? Are these moves going to take us to the top, or are they leaning too hard on big-name vets? Hit the comments, because the debate's just getting started. And if you bleed Commanders, subscribe now, because we're bringing the heat with passion-fueled updates every single day.